I really just wanted to thank everybody for putting up with me being away for a little while. A large part of that was getting some new stuff done as far as equipment. So I have a brand new computer, new desktop. Spent a lot of time getting that updated and upgraded. Also, a couple of monitors, and this annoying thing you see here. It's my previous microphone now with a pop filter and stand, so hopefully you pick up less of the rumbling and tweets. So, also talking to other streamers, a lot of this stuff is what a lot of people are doing, and a lot of them aren't making a lot of money on it. So, anytime you can subscribe to somebody for even the low end of $4 or $5 a month, highly recommend doing it because it helps everybody get better equipment, and then we can actually I don't know, I guess just be better and just provide better entertainment for everybody. So, just something everybody appreciates. So again, if you have a Amazon Prime account, you obviously have a Twitch account. If you link the two, you can give somebody a free subscription once a month. You have to go back and do it manually. It doesn't automatically re-up, but it costs you nothing, and it still gives $5 to a streamer. And there's lots of awesome content, so I would recommend you give it to somebody, even if it's not me. Actually, right now, I don't have a logo up on the screen there. Normally, if you look up there to, I guess would be your upper left, I usually have something there because we're talking about what's upcoming. So hopefully, we will be talking about some Ravnica Allegiance cards here pretty soon. There's a few up right now. I think the only one that's really got everybody super hyped, I guess there's two. There's the red card, the Rixmati, whatever, that actually lets you kind of get rid of your hand and draw cards with Spectacle. And then there's the Gruul creature, the 3-cost, 3/3 with all the extra lines of text that are awesome. So, highly recommend that. However, I do have this. I got this in the mail almost 2 months ago now. Been so busy between work and other stuff that I haven't opened it. But basically what this is, most of you know by now that if you tried to order the big Ravnica special set and didn't get it, there was a bunch of mistakes and issues with the servers at Hasbro. They sent everybody this kind of, I guess you want to call it, an apology letter for trying to order the Mythic collection. And then they gave you one of these, which are basically what ended up being the box toppers in the Ultimate Master stuff. And I've set on mine until now, so I'm going to open this with everybody. Don't know the best way to open these without damaging the card. I've watched a bunch of other people do it. There we go. Alright, I opened it face down, so we don't know what it is just yet. I'm going to do a reveal with everyone. It's a... Okay, not bad. Goryo's Vengeance. Could have done better, could have done worse. Not too bad, for those of you who haven't seen it. Some pretty creepy looking art. Pretty cool, though. But anyway, let's get in and play some games. I'm sure most people are wanting to watch people play Arena. I know we've been seeing a lot of people coming over lately. Whoops. Let's get into the gameplay screens. There we go. Also, you may see up here, up on the right, I have a thing for the Hunter Burton Memorial Open. What this is actually an event that I'm going to get to do some commentary at, so it's going to be kind of awesome. Not necessarily because I'm going to be there. I just think it's awesome people are actually inviting me over and want to listen to me. But what it is it's a charity, and the money goes to support suicide awareness prevention. And those of you who do know, Hunter Burton was a fairly well-known player in the Magic community. He had a couple of top 8s. He unfortunately committed suicide a few years ago, and now this charity is there kind of in his name, run with the help of his parents. They're full backers and supporters of it. And it's going to be this really big event. They're expecting over the course of the weekend in March, I believe it's weekend of March 16, 17. And they're expecting something like 1,000 people to come through over the course of a couple of days. So feel free, click on the link, go to the site, make a donation. That'd be awesome. But in general, just something to bring awareness to everything. So what we've got here is I'm going to get in and play some ladder games. Right now, you don't really gain anything for ladder play. I mean, I guess you do. You can get to Mythic and you get 5 packs and some gold. So you're not really getting a whole lot. But, it's ultimately, I guess right now, something just to do that's different. I think a lot of people are I mean, I've been watching a lot of other streamers the last couple of days, and everybody's just kind of going through it just to see, I guess, and just check it out. So I don't think we all really know what we want to get out of it just yet. I'm more doing it as an exercise. I mostly built a different version of the dinosaur deck I've been playing in standard just to kind of see how the formats differ in general, because you can't play the same thing in standard that you would play in a ladder, because it's only one game versus 3 games. Now I'm hoping in the future they give us, actually as an example, let's look at the 2 decks, right? So I have this dinosaur deck, which is kind of playing, it's playing 2 Deafening Clarions, obviously still going high end. I still have heroic reinforcements, doing some different things to try to catch my opponents off guard. Bunch of Savage Stomps as my removal of choice, and then some different things to kind of fill out my mana. Now if we go back and look at, I misspelled that, dinos. Let me fix that. That's going to annoy me if I don't. There we go. If you look, I took out all the stuff for mana fixing. I'm playing more 1-drops just so I have some blockers and extra damage. I also went up a Deafening Clarion, and then also added Rekindling Phoenixes. Mostly because Phoenix is good against red decks, early aggro, if I can get something on 4. It's also good against the different versions of the blue-red Drake decks, because it can just block their creatures all day. Yeah, it's still susceptible to Lava Coil, but a lot of things are. I'm playing Nullhide Ferox as another big creature here, and I've removed a couple of the extra spells. So if you notice, I don't have heroic reinforcements in this list, and I did add a couple of Banefires. And this is just as a concession against the fog type decks to give me something to do against those. So I really rebuilt the deck in a way that I have enough, I guess, spells and answers to a few things that I wouldn't necessarily need in a 2 out of 3 or best of 3 format, because I'd be able to just sideboard and get some of those other cards in. So that's what we're going to roll with right now. Let's go ahead and save that. I did already play a little bit over the last couple of nights. I think I put in a total of 7 hours or so. And I managed to get up to gold 4. So I guess right now I'm going to try to make my goal to get to about gold 2. It's a little easier to get your early ranks up, because on the previous levels, when you win 2 bars, you lose 1 bar when you lose. Once you get to gold, you only win 1 bar and lose 1 bar for wins and losses. So you kind of have to do better than 50%, or else you're going to kind of be spinning your wheels. Right now, I'm kind of stuck in a loop. I'm on gold 4 with 3 steps in it, I guess. And this is the type of draw that's tough. I think I'm going to keep it, not knowing what I'm playing against, just because so far in my experience on ladder, there's been a lot of heavy, like, white-based aggro. There's been a lot of mono red decks. However, though, with that, I'm hoping maybe this is some type of Merfolk. I was wrong. This is going to be the actual deck that I am probably worst against. So this first game is probably going to be miserable, because I don't even have creatures to pressure them here. Yeah, this is really unfortunate. And I'm assuming the first couple things I play are likely to just be countered here, so I almost really just want to concede and move on, but who knows? Maybe they just get a bad draw or something. Any luck that I could get? Nope. I was hoping Thrashing Bronodon might be good there, but that's not going to happen. Assuming this guy just gets countered? Nope. Alright, so we got a... didn't go terribly awful. I mean, I guess my opponent's just going to make a creature, block. I draw a card? I mean, is that the worst thing that happens? I mean, they could steal away, I guess. That doesn't feel great. Huh, didn't even make a guy. So I guess end of turn, make a guy, their turn. Block, draw a card? Huh. Yeah, here I'm just trying to figure out what my opponent's plan is, because I don't really know. Okay, so they made the creature we expected them to make. Okay, they're going to just draw a card now. I really need a Bronodon is what I need. Well, now I think I'm just in trouble. I mean, my opponent just wipes the board here. I mean, I guess the only good part is if they do get rid of all the creatures, I do have another Carnage Tyrant that can always trample over these tokens. That's the next best thing, I guess. I mean, yeah, I'll block. I mean, either way, they're going to get cards. They might as well at least eat the creature, because there's nothing they're going to have that's going to do 5 damage to the Carnage Tyrant. They just wipe my creatures or they don't. I mean, if they... Yeah, that's what I figured was going to happen. I was sitting there trying to figure out, like, what else could they play. So I'm just going to put that into play and play another Carnage Tyrant. I mean, if they have another sweeper, I'm kind of dumb. I've not drawn anything threatening. Matter of fact, I think I've drawn all lands here to start the game. So I'm kind of living off the top of the deck because, except for in a couple of instances where this may be able to get rid of a few tokens, like the rest of my hand's pretty bad. I mean, I attack, let them seal away, or settle the wreckage, I guess. No, they're just gonna prevent some damage, I guess, and draw a card. No, they didn't even opt to do that. Huh. What can they play in green, white, blue? I mean, if they play something like Lyra, I mean, Carnage Tyrant would get the job done anyway. I'm just gonna kill that, I guess. I mean, seems a little petty, but if it just keeps them from gaining life, getting cards, I guess that's what you do. I don't know. Feels so weird. It's like such a waste of a card. Alright, there's a Nexus of Fate. I figured that was there. I mean, I guess this is the Fog deck. It's just a really weird build, and they haven't played any Fogs. So, I mean, I guess that's what they're drawing to, maybe? Yeah, okay. You got it, man. Or woman. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of tickled because this is about one of the worst draws I could have against this deck. And it's already a bad matchup on top of it. So, pretty sure I'm just losing a step here. This is just not going well.
Right on schedule.
I mean, I do have answers, so I'm not, like, up the creek, so to speak, but all of this is excessive show as far as I'm concerned. I mean, now, if for some reason my opponent magically doesn't have a board sweeper and magically doesn't have a settle the wreckage, then I guess we can still win. But, yeah, I'm just gonna attack. I don't know what else to do here. I guess the question is, do I attack Teferi or not? Opponent has 5 cards in hand. Yeah, I guess I kind of have to, right? Much as I don't want to. Feels kind of ugly. Alright, so you had it anyway. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna go ahead and cast this. Weird, I must have missed an option. But this at least lets me get a card deeper, take a look at something. Alright, there's a Bronodon that kinda helps.
We need to move quickly.
Okay, there's a Nexus of Fate. But this is a good example of why, like, running up the ladder, and I know, knowing this is a bad matchup, you know, kind of put those extra 1-drops in, put the Banefires in, you know, for situations like this. That, had I got some of those earlier creatures, could have got a few extra points of damage in, and I'm in a situation where Banefire would have been 7, 8, 9 damage. So, it's possible I could have got the job done. Here I'll block. I mean, the best I can really hope for here is for him to not double up Nexus of Fates, and then I get Banefire, Banefire. That's kind of where I'm at for outs. Which isn't good, but, you know, take what we can get at this point. I mean, enough that I may just have to... Wow. He got the Nexus of Fate anyway. I mean, I guess the question then becomes... if they draw me... Well, nah. This has to be over. My opponent's got a pile of cards in hand. Yeah. I'm not gonna make everybody sit through this. Like... Unfortunately, when you're streaming, like, that's also not a fun deck to even play against, even when you do have an advantage. So, let's just see what we can do. I will say, though, it is fun playing a deck like Dinosaurs in this because so few people are playing them. And I don't think they know necessarily the best plays against some of them. And that's definitely worked to my advantage a couple of times already. Man. I feel like I need to mulligan this one. That is infinitely worse. Going to 5. I'll keep this one. You've got to go. There's a good chance this Llanowar is not going to make it. Yep, he is not going to live. And this is doubly bad because I also can't cast the Bronodon with the lands I have in my hand if this elf dies. Play your 2-1 guy. Shoot me for 2. Oh well. Now we're in trouble, folks. Alright, now I'm just hoping to draw one of those 3 Clarions. New plan. I would like to draw a Clarion, and then draw a Forest. Or green source of some kind. That would be special. That is neither. Two, three, 4. If they play... Chain Whirler? Okay, so they don't have a Chain Whirler. They're just gonna hit me for 3 here. I can get behind that plan. Down to 7. Really, I'm down to 4. Ugh. Yeah, we can't win from here. I mean, assume my opponent has anything to kill the Llanowar Elf, we're done. Because Llanowar Elf's on blocking duty here. I mean, I can't take any more, so I have to block. Take 3 at least. And then probably just die. Yep, this time my mana just got me. Yep. That's what I thought was going to happen. Unfortunate, because we actually had the cards. Had we drawn a land there, I think we could have been okay. Or if one of those lands was a green land. Like, either way. Mostly because in the red decks, with their creatures having such high toughness, in almost every case they end up having to use 2 for 1. I'm actually thinking I may swap this between games next time and play something else. Gonna keep this though. We'll see what happens. Oh boy. Alright, let's start with this since I can put it into play tap. Just play that. And pass? I mean, this is pretty good though, because... Oh, weird. My opponent didn't play anything. Now I just don't know what's going on. I mean, I guess I just take my time here. My opponent's not doing anything. Because I can play Ripjar Raptor, and red has almost no easy way to get rid of that. I mean, our deck cares not about Chain Whirlers. And the reason we're happy playing Ripjar Raptor here is the worst case scenario is they shoot the Raptor, I draw a card. I block the Chain Whirler, he first strikes him down, I draw a card. Which most opponents know that, so you kind of just plan on that being the play. Though my opponent's thinking really hard, so I'm not sure what's going on, because I'm at 19. Like, that feels like the only reasonable play. I mean, there's a possibility he doesn't have burn, he's just running the bluff, but I can't imagine that's what's happening. Alright, then I get another card. Great. Okay, so I will get a Carnage Tyrant this game. That's good to know. And they didn't play another creature. Alright, so here I'm gonna play Regisaur Alpha. And not attack. And this is simply a case where I'm not the aggressor, so I'm just gonna cost my opponent a bunch of cards to get through my wall of big fat creatures. Especially knowing I have these 2 in hand. Treasure map. That's fine. So I guess my opponent's playing more of a big red style deck, not the aggro style deck. Interesting to know. Knowing that, then I'm a little more incentivized to race here, actually. Also, something I discovered later is that Rekindling Phoenix and Pelt Collector is kind of a little bit of a pseudo combo. When you're willing to just run your Rekindling Phoenix into situations and just let it die, keep pumping that guy, it's kind of sweet. Alright, my opponent's about to get wrecked here. Yeah, I feel you, Matt Olaf. Like, ladder matches are a grind. I've already started in on it. It's tough. Knowing that the reward's not that big at the end. I'm sure it's just because it's beta and they're just testing what good rewards should be, but we'll see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and lean in on Deafening Clarion, and we're going to activate both halves, because why not? Then I'm going to attack with my newly acquired hasty guy, or lifelink guy. For the 26. And then I am going to take 2, since I just got some more life to play with. I'm going to play this guy. And then I think that effectively ends the game since I have a Bane Fire in hand. I'm not sure what the red deck can do against this, honestly. I mean, at this point, even if my opponent played Star of Extinction, I just played Pelt Collector Bronodon next turn, and then attack and try to still kill him with Bane Fire. And I'd get the Phoenix back anyway, so I don't even know if that's helpful for them. Actually, thinking about what my hand was when I started, I'm not even sure the big red deck can beat this build, because that felt like kind of a normal draw for them, and it really didn't do anything to me. Yeah, just attack. And then Bane Fire for lots many. GG's. So we get a step back. We're at gold 4-2, went down to 4-1, we were at 4-0, now we're back to 4-1. This is kind of the grind. The most I've got up to so far is 4-4, and then I went down to 4-3, 4-4, and kind of ping-pong back and forth a little bit. So I feel like at some point, if I run into a bunch of control decks, I kind of want to build something with like Sarkhan's Unsealing or whatever and just be way off the rails. I'll do this, just see kind of what happens here. I feel like this could be... Alright. Not too concerning. We're kind of okay here. Mostly because we can play Phoenix. It'll probably get removed by Lava Coil on turn 4. Actually, no, if that's the case, knowing I have all creatures in hand, I think I'm just going to play Ferox. Hope for the best. Sadly, I'm not drawing my 1 and 3 cost creatures very often, and that's a little disappointing. Because even a Thrashing Bronodon is huge in this matchup. Let's see, whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Okay. That's good to know they're playing that. Just make some things that are too big for them to fight, I guess. Ew. Alright, so this is a game where I'm gonna need to get enough fatties so that I can play... yeah, why not? I'll look at it. I mean, actually, it's probably a bad move, because I'm only at 10. I mean, that puts me down to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe? Yeah, I may have to rely on drawing them. Yeah, I'm probably just dead if they have a shock, right? I mean, I get the block. I have to hope to draw Deafening Clarion. That attack was a bad mistake. I get 2 draws at it. 1 here. That didn't save me. Alright. Oh, I have to turn this guy off. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, that means I'm not going to Clarion even if I draw it. Oh. That's unfortunate. Oh well, this is the only thing I can do and possibly save myself, though. Oh wait, no, I could draw another Savage Stomp, right? Oh, because it doesn't deal damage to him. Dang it. I needed to kill the other guy. I messed up twice. That's not good. Okay. Well. Alright, I guess I just died. I don't deserve to win this one. I made too many mistakes. Oh, that's pretty cool. Welcome to Gold 4. Maybe we'll get paired up at some point. What are you playing? I mean, I don't know how my opponent can't just kill me. I'm at 3, so any damage spell they have kills me. Well, that's not true. If they have lava coils, they can hit a Ripjaw Raptor. I'll take 1, then they attack into it. I draw 2 cards. I feel like I'm just getting so slow rolled here. Yeah, Celestia's actually really good in the ladders. I was watching quite a few people run into opponents playing it. There's a few builds that are pretty sweet. Alright. So I can go to 2? That's a weird play. I'm trying to figure out what their hand looks like that's the play they want. None of these are the plays that I want. So let's see, we got 6, 7 mana. That's going to make a creature. So I have to be able to block 3 things. I can play Ripjaw Rap. Well, if I attack with both, my opponent has to block at least the 6. Assuming he's going to do it with this guy. I can play 2 creatures. Oh man, is there a way I just... figure out how do I not die? Alright. If he attacks with both of those, that and the new token, I'm going to block with one of my new things and go to 1. But then you just... Alright. I'm just going to attack. My opponent has to block something. I don't know what they want to block with, but I'm assuming it's this. Wow. Oh man, please let it be Deafening Clarion so I can punish my opponent. Come on! Ugh, that is not it. Ugh, that hurts so much. So very, very much. Yeah, I mean, I guess I play this. And a Lana World? I don't even know how I'm alive. I feel like my opponent was just slow rolling me till this turn when they can just shock me and kill me. I don't know, it keeps saying nice. I don't know what it means. Like, good game? Like, like I think he's just mad. Oh, okay. So, I get the feeling this is where my opponent might be frustrated. And just spamming nice because he couldn't kill me at 3. So I'm going to enjoy watching him rope out here. Yep, that's what I thought. He had lava coils. Oh, he had that? Well then, why didn't he just do that before? I was just dead, yeah. Man, that was like the weirdest slow roll ever. That is so weird. Like, I thought it was dead long ago. I was drawing blanks. Though, what this is telling me is that if this is what a lot of the ranked matchups are going to look like, I might as well just play the 4th Clarion and then just risk the matchups against, like, Turbo Fog or something. And if they just have it, they have it. I just concede and move on to the next one. I'll keep this, but I'm not happy about it. I would rather this have been a mountain or a red source of some kind. That's a little better at least. Though I assume this elf's still gonna eat it. Nope, he didn't. It's weird sometimes when you're just like, alright, I'm gonna run this elf out there, and then they live, and it's like you won something. You know, pretty crazy. Well, this is cool. I'm gonna attack and see if they just want to kill a Llanowar elf. Okay, so they decided to lightning strike the elf. So I am going to play this. And that was and I only made that play because I really wanted to see if they had a removal card for it, then I was not going to play this elf. Or, well, I am because they had one. If they didn't have one, I was just going to forego it and see if maybe they had, like, a Goblin Chain Whirler or some such. Which may still be the play here. I don't know. We'll find out. They could have also had a Chain Whirler in hand, not had the third red source. Oh, never mind. Chain Whirler did not make an appearance. And they didn't shoot my elf, so maybe you have something for a Pelt Collector here? This is weird. It's almost like they have the small red aggro deck, but just got Gall Burn Hand or something. Oh, I love when this happens. That means they're about to spend 2 cards in a Ripjaw Raptor. I'm about to get a pile of cards. That's weird. What's the exchange rate on that? They paid 2, so I draw 2, and then lose a card. So it's a 1-2 for neg 1? But I don't even know how to look at that. That's so odd. Sure, I'm gonna pay 2 life, and now we're gonna try to just get toward ending the game at this point. I mean, this is just a burn deck at this point. I mean, they've got to get to what, 7 to Star of Extinction? Yeah. I'm not even sure my opponent kept that hand. I don't know if that hand beats anything. I mean, if you're playing like Boros aggro or Selesnya, that kills a couple of guys, but it's not going to get you anywhere. I just realized I'm stacking up a pile of gold. I've got like 42, almost 43,000. Which is cool, I guess, when Ravnica Allegiance comes out. That's enough to get a whole box worth of packs plus, so that'll help. Definitely keeping this hand. Hey, I want to welcome everybody to the channel that just strolled in here. Saw a little bump there. We have a lot going up and down, so that's neat to see. Hope everybody has some fun holiday plans for the next few days, depending on which holiday you celebrate. I think sometimes people forget, like, the month of December has a billion holidays for so many different religions. I'm actually going to be hanging out here in town, not a bunch of travel or anything, which is super nice for once. My wife's talking about cooking a bunch of awesome food, so I am a big fan of eating, so that's gonna go for. You know, I'm really looking forward to Nullhide Ferox along with the other Gruul stuff. I mean, I've already have lists I'm writing up that are like 30 creatures and, you know, like just a handful of spells. Like, it's gonna be fun. My opponent has that. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Put him to 7. Actually, I think I'm going to play the second Ferox. Because this will put him down to 8. Ah, Assassin's Trophy. Okay. Well done. Yes, I will take that action. And I will go get... I guess it doesn't matter here, really. And we're going to play... I kind of don't want to play the other Ferox because I may need to turn it off to play this. But if my opponent plays Ritual of Soot, that would kill... Yeah, I know. Let damage go. He's at 11. If I just play this, I guess my opponent just dies, right? Well, not true. They could have another Assassin's Trophy if they want to spend 4. Black, white, green. What are they playing here? Alright, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna pay the life. Get in for max damage and just see what they do. I mean, it's probably a mistake, but my follow-up is Carnage Tyrant if I draw land, so why not? I mean... Yep. And we'll take that. So my opponent can play big flying 6/6 guy here. Oh, that was early. So he's playing just a straight up like Abzan control deck. I have not seen one of these, so I have no idea how to play against this right now. And you know, this is kind of what happens in ladder, right? When it's best of 1, like you just get blown out by some things. They kind of play the gotcha game in a way. And at this point, I'm just trying to out-creature my opponent. I mean, the good news is I have gotten a lot of land out of the deck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So a good chunk of it. Why did my opponent... That's weird. Okay, whew, got a Banefire. Why did my opponent pay for that? Like, what is he... I'm just going to Banefire, because I'm not going to risk it. What is that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, for 9. Okay, there was a weird scenario where they could have Vraska's contempted twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they were still 1 short. So I have no idea why they took the damage from that land. It's always strange because I don't know if my opponent misclicked. Ooh, I actually needed another one of those. That's awesome. Yeah, it's weird to know when your opponent misclicked or when they actually are making a play, and then you kind of get in this weird scenario where you're trying to decipher what that action meant. And then it's also the possibility that your opponent's not that great of a player. So they made a play that's not the optimum play, but you don't know that. And they're probably not even sure that they know that. So it's kind of weird. I'm going to keep this. And it's funny, you know, I remember experiencing that in poker a couple of times where somebody wasn't a good player and they don't really understand kind of the texture of the board and what's actually happening. So they end up making plays that, like, if you're a better player, like, and you understand what they should be doing, you're kind of following along going, okay, why did this happen? What's going on here? But then it turns out to play something completely different. And it, even just like in Magic, it can work both ways, right? Like, you don't make an action because you're expecting a certain thing, or you do make an action because you're expecting a certain thing, and it still just turns out wrong. So, For better or worse. It just is what it is. And it's, you know, it's one of those things that until we start playing a ton of games and more people's IDs start getting associated with them as players, we're not really going to know who's better or worse, really. So it gets really hard to decipher a lot of that. Alright, so we're going to do this. Get a couple of counters on the Pelt Collector. Alright. We're going to go with no attacks. And then what we're going to try to do is get Carnage Tyrant into play. And then hopefully Deafening Clarion away all their stuff. Except for probably what's going to be now an Adonto Vanguard. And then I should have 3 creatures survive the Clarion and I'll gain a bunch of life. So for now, I'm going to go with no attacks. The other good thing is, by doing Clarion here, it's going to keep my opponent from being able to do anything with March of the Multitudes. Alright, Elf. You served us well, but you got to go. Well, that's that. Alright, we're back to Gold 4-3. This is like so much work. Like, I don't know how these people, like, I was reading stuff where people said they got from like bronze to platinum in 2 days or whatever, which, I mean, I guess if you won something like 80% of your games and you played for, I don't know, 10 hours for 2 days, I guess it's possible. But that sounds really nuts. Like right now, it feels like to complete the entire ladder, you probably have to, I don't know, somewhere around 30 to 40 hours at least. I'm gonna have to, man, if I get another green, but I have no red mana. That's unfortunate. Ugh. Alright. This is a bad keep, folks, but I'm doing it. Hoping to get that 3rd land so these Pelt Collectors don't die, double die to like a Chain Whirler or something. But yeah, I've talked to a few people that are what I would consider like moderate skill level. And they're all pretty much planning on, you know, now that they're at gold tier or higher, they're going to be putting in another 3, 4, 5 days before really they can even consider reaching Mythic, probably. Because the average player is really only going to win something like 60% of their matches, I would guess. I mean, if you're a little bit lucky and a little bit good, like 70. Alright, this is okay. No attacks. Mostly because next turn I can play Bronodon and attack with a bunch of 3-power guys. Because even if they have the Merfolk Lord, that's only going to be a couple of 3-power guys, and if so, then I'm willing to trade. I'm not overly attached to the Pelt Collectors. Alright, sure. Tap my guy. You got it, bud. It's all part of the plan. I mean, I assume you block with Speaker and Water Trap Weaver? Yeah, there you go. This way? I don't know, I sort of feel like if they have stuff to get things out of the yard, they don't know what they're playing. Wow, that is a weird effect. It makes the letters look all weird. I'd rather this be in the yard than this. I mean, I doubt they do. I'm probably overthinking this, but in the grand scheme of things, those are like the little plays that make all the difference in the world. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, it is 2 long days to get to. If they actually did it, I think some people are. I don't know. I won't call people liars, but the bare minimum, they're stretching the truth a little bit. Because so far, it just hasn't played out that way. There we go. That's the kind of guy I was looking for. Now, you can't trade 1 for 1. And he tramples. Which is funny, because, you know, in my actual standard build, I don't play belt collectors. But in ladder, I'm actually in favor of belt collectors. So, I mean, in a way, it kind of tells you the difference. Oh, Merfolk Trickster, I totally forgot about that guy. Oh well, worst case scenario, it just makes something not trample. I'm okay with that. Yeah, buddy. We get to kill all these things? Shoot. I am totally in favor of this exchange. That worked out great. I mean, downside is, because I mulliganed, I'm down a couple of cards to my opponent, but I'll take it. Ooh. Alright, well that's good to know that exists. We're just gonna keep attacking, I guess. Do they... Oh, my opponent opted, let's see. Tap all creatures. They still untap like normal, so it's not asleep. I mean, this is a case where I think my opponent has to land some combination of Merfolk Lords or that enchantment that lets you get a Merfolk when you play a Merfolk. Yeah. Thing is, I just don't know if it's too late for them at this point or not. Alright, let's see. If I attack with all this, you can put any 2 in front of a Ripjaw Raptor. You can put any 1 in front of... We can put that in front of here and bounce. 2 in front of Ripjaw. Take 4. Yeah, I gotta still attack. I mean, I'm now getting out-carded. Bare minimum, I'm going to get 2 cards from them blocking Ripjaw Raptors, so... Yeah, I expected that to be one of the blocks. My opponent can't just take 7 here. Oh, really? This is what we're doing. Alright. Okay. Kill this guy, because it's a 3/4. Oh, I did that wrong. Because I could have done 3... No, the 1 damage wouldn't have killed it. Never mind. I did what I could. This is going to come in tapped. Play that. And then we'll just see what happens here. Oh man, Ripjaw Raptors galore. Well, still attacking with a Raptor. I mean, I guess they have him run with Merfolk Trickster, right? Nope. I just get a card. Alright, now I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling great now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Yeah, in creature fights, I mostly have the size to fight the creatures. The other thing I'm noticing is that I'm not seeing a lot of Golgari. Like, once I reach Gold 4, I haven't played a single Golgari deck. So it's very interesting that Golgari is a very interesting deck, and it's good when you can actually swap cards out and you get your best of 3 scenarios so you can, you know, kind of plan for the metagame and get your right setup and all that. I'm going to open the pack I got earlier. Just out of curiosity. I got a mission briefing. Already had all I needed of those. Just working toward another mythic at this point. But it's interesting, the Golgari is a bad best of 1 deck. So I think that's what I'm learning. Like, I think everybody right now that's streaming and doing a bunch of laddering, I don't know what we're calling that. I guess we just turned ladder into a verb. But everybody that's laddering is actually kind of trying to figure out their takeaways and the best way to build their decks and whatever. And I guess that's the case here. It's like, generally, Golgari is a little bit of a back and forth tough deck for me, but I guess if Golgari is just not being seen at this tier of play, maybe don't worry about it. Or maybe you have a different selection of decks that you're bringing in, and if the tier quality of decks changes, you just bring something else. Alright, here's hoping these guys live so I can get a Ripjaw Raptor. Well, one of them is not going to live. That's what it felt like. Come on, land! We didn't get there. However, this still works here in a really junky way. And I kind of have to do it, because otherwise we risk losing this to a Goblin Chain Whirler, and that just sucks. So at least if this wonderful elf dies, we get something out of this exchange. Yeah, that's a good play by my opponent. I would have done the same thing. Alright, back to the elf. I mean, we won a game earlier only drawing 3 lands. So maybe we'll get our third, hopefully a white land, and then we'll get there. Okay, wasn't a Chain Whirler, so we still got a shot. Oh, we had all the burn for all the elves. Okay. Well, now we just need the deck to provide. I probably should have used my Banefire there, but I'm gonna wait one more turn. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I shouldn't have waited a turn. Alright. Well, then I need to land bad here. Alright. Right on schedule. Let's get it done. Maybe the deck was just setting up for dramatic effect. No, you can't cast from your hand, opponent. Oh, well that was lucky for us. Now we just gotta get a white land and a... okay, that's a start. Now if we can just find the Deafening Clarion, we'll be off to the races, literally, right? I mean, this is a bad play. I'm being overly aggressive, but I also just don't want to get burned out by like the 6 spells on top of my opponent's deck. Though if my opponent was crafty... Oh, this is 2 cards? Yes! Come on! Come on! Get there! Come on! This... Oh! Oh, dang it! It didn't happen. I don't think I've ever wanted a Deafening Clarion so badly in my life. That would have been like the ultimate. It would have been 2 cards, wipe my opponent's stuff, gain 8 life. That would have been so good. This is also one of those weird scenarios where it's almost worth just killing my own guy, sadly, to be able to cast Deafening, to, well, not kill it, to damage it, to try to get a Clarion. But I think we're still in good enough position here. But I'm just gonna get rid of that. Probably attack with just 1 Ripjaw Raptor. And then play Ferox. And then just put a land into play tapped. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's a little bit conservative of a play. but I also don't have to get my opponent to a super low life sitting on this. I mean, that's basically... Oh, but I have to go to 8 to do that. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. That's not good. Alright. Let's not do that. Maybe my opponent just has lands on top. Yep, they're getting frustrated with their draws. Okay, so we're closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we can get them to 6. I don't think we can. I mean, I can, but I don't think they're gonna let us, is the thing. If I attack, he blocks, I don't get a card, he puts me to 9. They have to get rid of this to be able to play. Okay. I think that's still fine. This is a risk, but I'm gonna do it. Yep, so I won't get a card from that. They're only an 8, so I can't kill them. They won't really be able to get past that. It's possible they could play another Lava Runner to get 2 damage through them at 7. It's possible. We'll see. Okay, Steamkin. That could be a problem. Alright. Still a problem. So I'm effectively at 8 life. Oh, they're out of gas. We did it, folks! Well, how do I do this? I spend 1 to kill the Steamkin. Oh, I can't, because that would cost me 3. Alright, either way, if I spend 3 to kill the Steamkin, and I take 4, they go to 4. Am I going to be 1 short? Ah, that's brutal. That sucks. Oh, not necessarily. Alright, let's do this. Alright, turn this guy off. And then we'll have this fight one of these. I mean, I guess it sucks if they have a burn spell on the top of their deck. So if they do, I get 2 cards, so it's not the worst, right? Oh, that's cute, deck. Yeah, I guess we just go for it, right? I mean, if not, I'm just dead anyway on their turn. Because, I mean, they're going to get rid of this into my turn and just blast me for probably 9 anyway. I thought they were going to change his mind and not block, maybe. Come on, land? Oh, that was a rough way to get there, folks, but we made it happen. That was exact. Maybe y'all are good luck. I'm actually starting to creep through. We might get to gold 3. That was a lot closer of a game than it probably looked. I was pretty close to just 1 card from losing there, I think. Because if that's a creature of any kind, At that stage, I probably lose. Yeah, there's only a handful of things it could have been for me not to lose, honestly. I keep getting these weird draws. We desperately need some of the red-green shock lands. That's what this deck is really looking for. I wanted to play my creature, but getting rid of this is important. Not getting land here, though. That's tough. I mean, it's tough enough that in best of one, I may even want to just play a 25th land and not play, like, one Regisar Alpha or something. Or maybe go down to just 2 Ferox. Because it seems like a little thing, but it's... I mean, you just don't have a lot of time. Like, and you only get one shot at it. You know, one mess up and you effectively lose a step, and that's hours of work sometimes. Yeah. I don't have quite enough land in play, so I don't want to do that yet. And I can still use this to kill a Crackling Drake if they play one this turn. And then if we go like, kill a Crackling Drake, get a land, play Ferox. Oh, 4 killed that guy. That's a thing. Okay. And that's not the scariest thing with the Clarion, and now knowing I have enough mana, right? But, oh, well, my opponent just gave up. Alright. Ranked up. After a couple hours. Too much fun. I've only seen a couple of red-blue decks at this level, too. So... I think we're starting to shake down what some of them are. Said you have an opponent that conceded at 19 life because they had 0 cards in hand and you had 6? That is so weird. I mean, like, the thing is, I don't necessarily blame them, because it sort of makes sense that if you have 6 cards in hand, like, you're just going to get them, right? But I've also been on the other end of those 6 cards, and it's only been like 1 or 2 business cards, and the rest are land. So, I don't know, I at least want my opponent to show me a couple of cards that they're going to kill me with first, and then I can scoop. This hand's much more normal. I'm actually going to keep this one. Oh, and just as I said, no Golgari, look, we might have found one. It's like a nature show, spotting a Golgari in the wild. Like, it's always interesting, too, to see the builds that the Golgari have, to see, like, what do they value and how do they wish to kill things, right? So here, I'm actually going to, much as it looks bad, I'm going to use the Lava Coil to kill their Llanowar Elf, to put them on pace with me having to use Chupacabras to kill Ripjaw Raptors. And it's possible they may only have 3 lands, and if they're stuck, then that's something we can work with. Because Golgari come in a lot of different builds. Oh, really? Really? This is intriguing. Alright, so, if I use a Deafening Clarion and kill his Llanowar Elf, and he's stuck, then the only way this backfires is if he has a Plague Crafter and makes me sack my elf, and he's willing to lose his Playcrafter. So I am actually gonna do this. And just hopefully keep my opponent stuck on land for a little bit. Alright, well, that plan's gonna backfire. That's what I get for being greedy. Greed is an ugly mistress sometimes. Alright, sounds good. Sure. All the things. And they opted not to block. I guess you're just gonna get it done with their Doom Whisperer. But I mean, they don't have the mana for it, right? So I mean, are they just gonna play... they have a murder. That's cool, I guess. I'll take 7. Sure. And here he is. I think this is where I lose. Like I said, that other play just came back to bite me. If I would have just been cool, let him get his land, he would have had a Wild Growth Walker, and I could have wiped out all the trees, and look at a card off my Ripjaw Raptor. Then with a Jade Light Ranger, it's just a 4-3 doing nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, I guess I kind of have to, right? Otherwise, that guy's just gonna own me. Gotta give myself my best shot, I guess. Also, if you're gaming a lot, stay hydrated. I know a lot of people forget to do that while they're playing. Oh gosh, they just took it. I must be really dead. That must be a Jade Light Ranger. Yeah, that's what I thought. Though, here's what's cool, right? Like, if my opponent attacks... Oh, I was hoping he attacked with the Wild Growth Walker. Yeah, I'm out of outs here. I can no longer win. Ugh. Ugh. No attacks. I say I can no longer win. I mean, I guess, depending on what they have in hand, they could draw some blanks. I mean, no matter what, though, in a couple turns, you're getting back to Doom Whisperer. Like this guy. Though if they just have lands in hand, maybe. No. Needed that to be Old Carney T. It was not. I think we really are in trouble here. I mean, there is a world where I get Carnage Tyrant next turn. Oh, I have another Elder's Point. Okay, well now I can't win. Well, that's just the karma truck coming to get me. After we're like, no, nobody's playing Golgarian here, blah blah, and then sure enough I get paired with one. So we should be back down to gold 4-4 or 4-5. I guess because there's 6 total before you level up. Ugh. This is not a hand we can keep. This is bad. Get rid of that. This is better. Ugh, I don't want to put that at the bottom though. Oh man. Not knowing what we're playing against, I'm going to keep it. Worst case scenario, I can use it to just get rid of a guy. It's problematic, so we'll see. Well, for instance, I can use one on Amara, which seems more than reasonable. Honestly, I like Savage Stomp there, but I might actually need the elf in a turn or two, so who knows. Alright, that I can tolerate. Probably just... nah, that's greedy. If those turn into 2/2s, they turn into 2/2s. I'll just deal with it. Because, I mean... play the Loxodon, those guys become 2/2s. Not a big deal. I mean, I'd rather get like a Ripjaw Raptor or something and use that to fight a guy with the Savage Stomp, honestly. He had Spore Swarm. Ah well. Kind of an interesting choice, but I'm not that, like, that's unfortunate, but I'm not that upset about it. I mean, it's only sad if my next card is a Carnage Tyrant, which the deck's probably going to make it a Carnage Tyrant and punish me. But again, here, you play Loxodon, tap all your guys. There's your Obadiah. Not that concerned about it. We will go ahead and fight that. Then if I attack, you can block with all three, so I don't want to do that yet. Also now, if this becomes a 4/5, I'm not that worried about it. Or a 4/3, or whatever it is. Unfortunately, I think my opponent's trying to decide when to use a March of the Multitudes. Now that's pretty sweet in that deck, I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty cool. This is not cool. I've drawn one spell since my opening hand, which is this guy. So that's a little bit of a problem. I mean, my opponent can March of the Multitudes and make, like, I don't know, a pile of 2-power creatures because they're all gonna explore. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, you have to die. Come on, Deafening Clarion, please. And you're basically out of cards. Come on! Come on! Give it to me! I mean, yeah, I gotta block, right? I mean, no, cancel. Pass. Alright, block. This. Alright, so now or never, deck. Let's do it. Come on! Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Gain X, draw X. Or X is the number of creatures control with. Oh goodness. I'm dead. That's not even gonna close to get there. Yep. Yep. Oh, it didn't knock me down. I stayed at goal 3. So is it not dropping us between tiers? That's kind of cool. Alright. Let me take a look at the deck again, because, like, in a lot of these matchups, we're mostly just wanting Deafening Clarion. So I might even just go to a 61st card. I can go down a Ferox to go up a land, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 16, 21, 22, 23. I guess I could play a 24th. Though, to be honest, the Rekindling Phoenixes are kind of weak right now if we're not facing a bunch of the blue-red flyers or anything. Because other than that, it's kind of good against blue-red, it's good against Golgari, but it doesn't do a whole lot against everything else. I'd almost want any other creature in my deck than those. So let's get rid of those, and let's go up, I guess, just one more forest. Put us back to 60, and we'll see what that looks like. What's funny is, I know what's going to happen, right? Now that I did that, I'm going to be like, man, if I had a Phoenix. Like, that's usually the way things go down. I cannot keep this hand even a little bit. This is significantly better. No. Need to get to a 4th land. I will tell you what's weird though, after playing a bunch of best of 3, it's weird to not see the player draw option. Alright. So maybe I can find like a Bronodon? No Bronodons even. Alright, well. I'm going to assume Ferox is going to get countered. Which sucks. But then hopefully I'll just start drawing creatures. So far we've just drawn extra lands. That's not going to make it. I'm already aware. Oh, we did! What? Well, that's a small surprise. Oh, is my opponent playing the Lich deck? If so, I'm going to do a lot of damage really fast. Let's see. Amulet. Spells cost 1 less. Cast an instant sorcery, put charge counter. Add mana of any color. Spent to cast instant sorcery. Alright, well. If that is what my opponent's doing, I'm just going to hit for as much as I can. Hope for the best. I mean, I assume their plan is just Cleansing Nova. And there go my dudes. Because if not, I'm not sure what my opponent's doing. Yeah, there you go. Alright, well, we'll get this guy. The question is, what do you want to do with it? This needs 4 more counters. I can just kill that. There's only 4 cards in the yard. I'm not sure what we're gonna do here. I mean, I probably should have just forced my opponent to kill my other two creatures, but it is what it is. I'm now at a point though where we have to kill. What is this for a non-creature spell? So I may get one attack in and then have to just kill it. Yep, that's unfortunate. Alright. Well, looks like I didn't need that 24th land I just put in. I've actually drawn no spells since the start of the game. Those are all cards. Oh, it's not true. The Bronodon's the one thing I drew. Does he only have... No, he has all the lands he needs. 2, 4, 6. I'm 4 away. So I gotta find a way to get a couple of damage in. I don't know how I'm gonna do that just yet, but we'll see. Ugh, Roman. Alright, fine. Take my 7s. You are not nearly good enough, card. I mean, I can give my Bronodon lifelink to buy a turn, which might be good enough. Oh, that sucks. Alright. And then discard. Ugh. Yeah, I think we're dead. So funny. Just remember we were saying, like, if I had a Phoenix, I could literally just be blocking this all day. Yep, that's gonna do it. Huh. Well, that's interesting. It was a blue-black-white control deck. I was trying to be hyper-aggressive in attack because I thought it was the Lich's Mastery deck. This is, I think this, for a lot of players, is the frustration for best of one matchups. Because that very scenario where you're like, oh, well, I'll just make these plays. And then you're like, oh, well, it's not that deck. And then, like, you don't get a chance to redeem yourself or make up for it on the next go-round. Because there's not a Game 2, Game 3 where you can sideboard. I have seen a few of these decks that try to lean on the lifelink and whatever. So this draw is actually pretty good against them. Usually it's just like a Johnny's Pride Mate, stuff like that I'm concerned with. Like these guys, I don't really care about. I mean, this is the type of setup where next turn, I mean, we can just wipe their board, then whatever lives, I can just kill it with a Savage Stomp, really. I mean, Conclave Tribunal? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If that's the case. Oh! Really? Well, well now. That changes things. Huh. Why did you get rid of that card? That must be something they need to play. that is concerning to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If they want to get that up to 3, 3. I can still use this to get a card, kill a thing, but I don't want to kill that. I need to kill that. Make them sack that. Question is, do I care? Because I can do this next turn and wipe out their whole board anyway. I'm trying to think just how does this go badly for me? Actually, I'm going to leave the mana up in case I want to use that, because I don't know what their reasoning is for wanting to take that over the Ripjaw Raptor. So I'm gonna wait and see for a second. Because worst case scenario, use that, kill that, get my Bronodon back. Okay. Have a Vanguard. I mean, do you have another Tribunal? Oh, okay. Well, that's not the worst. We sort of assume that. So then all we'll do here is I'll just have the Raptor fight. Well, no, I won't have him fight anything. I'll just wait till the next turn, actually. And then we'll just go ahead. We'll just have our fun and kill all the things. Yeah, pay all the life you want. Yep, also. And then I'll get a card. Oh, it's another Savage Stomp. Alright, this changes things quite a bit. Because then here I can kill the Healer's Hawk, get another land, because I'll put a counter on the Ripjaw Raptor so it won't die to the Healer's Hawk, because it's still the 5 damage and I'll have 6. Let's do that. Oh, it's indestructible in the turn. Dang it. That was a dumb mistake. I thought it just kept it from dying for that turn. Ah, duh. Oh well. I deserve that. Backland. That was silly on my part. I mean, I guess it's not the worst. I did get some life gain out of it, so we're still kind of okay. Though now I'm spending my resources fighting these other guys, so I'll probably take down the Loxodon. Question is, do I just want a bigger Ripjaw Raptor? No. Let's not put all our eggs in one basket here. Only doing this in case I decide to play Carnage Tyrant next turn. Because we're nowhere near dying. Though my opponent is curiously holding one card that they're doing nothing with. Could be that they're waiting on a red land to play Heroic Reinforcements or some such. I doubt it, but it's possible. Could also just be the thing that gives all their creatures +1 and indestructible. But if so, now my creatures are big enough that that doesn't even help. So I'm at 17. That doesn't even matter. I'll take 6. And then I'm going to wipe most of their creatures out. And then it's going to be awesome. What is this guy? Oh, he's protecting the healer's hawk. Fine. Alright, so Elf. Light up both parts of the Clarion. Alright, now the question is, who do I want to put at risk? Because I can play both Pelt Collectors, send in all my creatures. He could kill the Ripjaw Raptor and the Bronodon. I would get a bonus card. Or he could kill the Carnage Tyrant and the Bronodon, which still result in 2 creatures dying and no card, and I'm willing to take that risk at this point with 1 card in hand. They've sat on that card forever, so maybe it's just something like a Settle the Wreckage. Cool. Those are the blocks I assumed they were going to go with. Oh, dang it. I should have psyched that guy. I could have got the other Bronodon died. Oh well. If I draw another 4-power creature, then I just have trampling 4/4s, and then the game's basically over. Ooh, or that. Nope, my opponent didn't want to wait. Yeah, I actually missed the play, but as it turns out, it was a little better to just go ahead and let the creatures die, because then I could just punch through for the win anyway. Let's open a pack. Bah, already had plenty of Ionize. Oh, also, for those of you that missed it, I got to open one of these earlier. So, Scorio's Vengeance, a box topper that they sent me from Wizards. It's kind of a sweet card. I don't really need it though, so I'm probably just gonna trade it or sell it. I don't know, I may get some credit with like Card Kingdom, pick up some other things I've been wanting. But yeah, if you haven't gotten any, I mean, the boxes of Ultimate Masters, like, they're crazy valuable. Like, even people that haven't opened great still have done really well with those. Ooh, boy. I'm gonna keep. I mean, just tough because this whole best of 1 format, you're just gambling on a lot of things. Like, I hadn't seen one of these decks in a while, so yeah, this is. I wasn't even thinking about this. This is bad for me because I pretty much have to get a Clarion at this point to keep pace with this. I mean, enough that if I were to have drawn a red land, I would have just used it to kill that right off the bat. Though now I can play Bronodon, get a 2-power Pelt Collector. Yep, Tempest Djinn. I need to find something to fight the Tempest Djinn, most likely, or a red land for Lava Coil. Though at this point, my opponent's probably just sitting on a spell counter, and that's what I would do. Sure. I mean, because why do anything else, right? Let's see. They do play Merfolk Trickster. Alright. I just have to give them something to counter, I think. Because at some point, I have to be able to get this through. It's not my preferred play, but I think it's what I got. Okay. That's actually not bad for me. Because if I can get a red land, at least gives me a chance to get rid of this guy. Oh. Now I'm in a world that hurts. Because Carnage Tyrant just doesn't do enough here. I don't think. I'm going to take 5 at least. Could be potentially 6 if they have Curious Obsession. Okay. Well, I will block on the ground, so I'm not that worried about that. But I assume they've got a counter in hand, and that's probably game for me. Yep. Ugh, did not draw a red land. I need at least one of these to be a red-green shock land at this point. Ugh. Alright, well. That didn't work out well. Though, I mean, I don't know. I guess if I'd have got a Savage Stomp, that would have been fine too. It would have done effectively the same thing. Well, we had a bunch of good luck getting into Gold 3. We may not get too much further, because I may only have about an hour left in me to play, so we may not get there. We'll see. Grinding to Mythic is definitely a grind. I don't know, maybe I need to look at... there is a version I have that I was goofing around with that had main deck Crowl Harpooners. My opponent kept 7. I'm gonna mulligan. Alright, that's better. This at least gives me a chance to draw some useful things. Though this is probably just the elf dying a horrible death here. Oh, nope. Alright. Sure. Question is, do I think... Nah. This is another game where we're just gonna lean on the Clarion. You know... Since I feel like this guy's gonna die, I'm just gonna attack him. That's bad, actually. If I thought he was gonna die, I should save it to block with and die. Well, he wasn't gonna make it anyway. So it was all kind of irrelevant. Alright, see what kind of time that buys us. Ooh, they're actually playing. Nice. Sunpetal into this guy. Not that he does much. Well, if I get a land, I can definitely Clarion and then kill the Phoenix the hard way. Yeah, because I gotta leave a red mana. It's not exciting, but, you know, sometimes you just do what you gotta do. And I am only at 10, so... And I've used up some of my only real life potions. Experimental Frenzy. Oh man, really had that. That'd have been a savage setup with that much mana. Are those just lands? Just dead draws? Oh man, this is going to be a strong comeback from 7. Well, it came back from 3 against one of the other red decks, so maybe. Lightning Coil. Oh! Had Xaxes. That's a shame. Okay, so you can step down. I guess you have to lose twice at the bottom end of your tier to fall down. Step. Alright, so we learned a thing. I'm gonna keep. I don't like it. Let's get this into play. Just in case. I wonder if I want to kind of experiment with a couple of those little 1/1 green white dinosaurs, and when they take damage get bigger. Ugh, disinformation campaign. Fine. Damn, a deafening clarion. Probably not good in this matchup. Then you're gonna make me discard a card, get my only creature, which I can't cast anyway. Nope, they didn't actually. Interesting. You don't care about that guy. Just let him go. Oh, if they're just flipping those guys, I'm just dead. Because this hand's doing nothing right now. I hate when my opponents just slow roll counters. It's like, come on, just play them. Alright, we're just gonna move on. Like, I'm not doing anything. Alright, we're gonna make some changes. Saying what we're up against at this tier a little bit. I think we need some 2-cost stuff. Likely in green, switches, but I'm gonna take a look and see what's available. Cause you know, Danto Vanguards wouldn't be bad. But if I'm gonna do that, I'd rather have something that pumps a Pelt Collector potentially. So I'm thinking it's probably gonna be Thornwood Lieutenant. I think that's what that's called, but I'm gonna take a quick glance. A couple other creatures just to see if there's something else with larger power or toughness that I'm interested in. I like some of these guys with Mentor or whatever, but that's not the most exciting. It's only good if something's kicked. Though this guy's kind of sweet. And his First Strike. She's kind of a cool card. Maybe I'd have to craft some rares, but I don't know if it's worth it. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, none of these others just look that exciting is the problem. I did play a couple of these for a little while, which aren't bad. I mean, there are some scenarios you can chump block, you get a guy, pump up the pelt collector, so that's kind of cool. But it doesn't give you real defense against anything else. That's just double strike. I say just double strike, like that's not a lot of damage, but doesn't do what we need to do. This, I actually want to play a couple of these. I mean, this thing's pretty solid. Like, if I was able to play the green-red or green-white dinosaur, I would play a couple of copies of this. It's really good. Drover the Mighty, but it just gets wiped out by a lot of the same stuff. How many rares do I have anyway? Just 2 rare wild cards? Not sure. It may just be back to playing a couple of Crowl Harpooners, man. And just go down like 1 Savage Stomp, since sometimes I'm just killing flyers with the Savage Stomp anyway. And maybe back down 1 Clarion, since I'll have more creatures to block with. Down a Ferox. Maybe that's where we need to be. Though Thorn Lieutenant, it's not a chump. You know, it does some work for real. And I could see a world where it's like minus a stomp, get rid of the Nullhide Feroxes and a Deafening Clarion and get some other bodies in there. I really do like this as well, with Vigilance and Trample. I played that for a bit in the last standard, and it was actually really good, surprisingly. Verdant Rebirth. Yeah, that's cute. Doesn't really do much, though. I mean, we could go into Splash Black instead of red, but then we lose Clarion, which is one of our big supporting cards right now. I wish the Guild Mages were good. I like the ones from the last couple of Ravnica's blocks, but like, this one just doesn't do it for me. Oh, there's a Shura symbol, but it only protects a creature. That's not so much. Yeah, this is the creature I was talking about. Like, if this thing starts getting big, it's like, oh, that thing's awesome. I mean, I could play like 1 Amara, you know, just to get some extra creatures. And get some extra blockers. Like, it's not so bad. I mean, this guy's okay too, when you can play a Savage Stomp on it, let it do some work, then you get a 5/5, and it's kind of cool. Alright, let's do that. Let's do some experimentation here. Get rid of that. Get rid of 1 Clarion, maybe? Because I want to for sure... I'm going to try just 1 copy, just to see what happens when it comes up, because I'm going to experiment. Now's the time. Could possibly play an Amara. And I think I'm going to probably play Thorn with Lieutenants. Honestly. Just going to play 61 and let the Thornwood Lieutenant be the deal. I'm just not really ready to get rid of the Clarions just yet. I am playing a 24th land after cutting 3 Ferox as well. So I could cut a land to actually get back down to 60. Probably what I should do. Rummy Dummy. This is amusing, because if my opponent's playing any type of creature deck, this hand's kind of awesome. But if they're not... Alright, I'm going to keep... This is probably going to cost me a step on gold for it. Alright, well, so far that's not the worst thing. Whoa. What? We're playing kick spells? Now I'm just intrigued. I mean, I could have saved it, but kind of seeing if I can get my opponent to commit more stuff to the board. Because like here, they might go Jade Light, Llanowar Elf. What is my opponent playing? They're playing Savage Stomps. And God, this is... I don't even know what's going on. I have no clue what my opponent's playing at all. Alright, so they didn't want the Llanowar Elf. They let this thing flip, so they don't need mana. Why are they playing that? Alright, I'm just gonna do this because I'm scared, I guess. Like, I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's obviously mono green of some variety. Is it like a... Well, I would say it's like a weird budget stompy, but they have some rares. I mean, this is where they're just gonna kick a... No? Thought they were gonna play a Kabu. One of my favorite cards. Since I can't play anything, I mean, feels like such a waste. But, I mean, I'm kind of just 1 for 1 at this point. I mean, they're gonna play that. I just kind of gotta let them. I'm gonna take my 2. I'm assuming they have a Savage Stomp in here or something at this point. Or maybe they had a Stomp with no creatures last time. Ah, blue. That's the other color in there. Okay. Interesting. So I can play Ripjaw Raptor. Not if they have Disdainful Stroke. Fair. Okay. I mean, they get a card, but I mean, I kind of just gotta let them have it. I almost have enough that after this attack, I can just Banefire. I will have to Banefire my way past the Carnage Tyrant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They take 3, go to 9. Sure. Barring them having a way to gain life, this should be game. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, this is crazy that this deck made it to gold 4. Or even, well, they're gold 4 or 3. I think they're 1 tier higher based on their symbol. So they made it to gold 3 with this. And that's pretty wild. Yeah. Wow. Their deck does... I mean, I guess you're just playing a green stompy-ish deck with counter backup. So it's not that weird, I guess. The card selection is a little questionable, but the deck style makes sense. Keep it. Ah, I got the Ceratops. Maybe we'll get to see if it does anything. If I hadn't spent my rares on so many other things, I probably would try to go in deep on the Ceratops, because I'm considering just building that deck for actual paper standard. Though, if I draw a Savage Stomp, he can still take down a 3/3. So, oh man, come on, I would love to Savage Stomp that. Didn't get to. That would have been awesome. Hate to waste this, but I kind of have to. Actually, I don't even have to. I think I just really want to. Oh, maybe my opponent thinks I'm running a bluff and have like a shock, and I'll just take the damage anyway. No, they didn't take the bait. Oh well. Come on, Savage Stomp. Oh, you were not a Savage Stomp. Now Stomp would be good for all kinds of reasons. Well, I may just have to Deafening Clarion. I mean, my opponent obviously didn't have a Chupacabra, is what I was thinking. They're gonna get 3 cards, lose 3 life, take 4. Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Not my preferred play, but if I can draw like land here. By the way, I have killed my opponents when they've had that guy on the table. Just because I was able to Clarion away. They had 2 of them and I was able to Clarion away like 6 guys. What? I mean... Oh, grass was contaminated. But you had something interesting to do. Come my little dude? That'd be great.
Carve it out of existence.
Come on, land. Need to get these Carny Teas on the table. Oh, that'll do too.
Pathetic.
I mean, it's cute that you want to mess around, Dad, but I really do just want a Carnage Tyrant. I can Carnage Tyrant and attack for 1,000,000. I mean, if my opponent attacks, I'm triple blocking all the way, and if I just lose my board because he Vraska's Contempts and loses a Carnage Tyrant, I'm willing to take that trade. Interesting choice. What if my opponent's calculating in that they're going to lose a bunch of life? Alright, that's going to trample. That's probably dead. Oh, they're at 1. That loaded hand, and they weren't able to do anything. Alright. Well, we're back to gold 3. It only took like 5 games. Feel like we got a little bit lucky there. I think my opponent got stuck with some bad cards in hand. Alright, let's see if we can at least get to this 15 wins for the booster pack, and then we'll call it. Looks like we got a host from both Moxie Dog and from Tight Coverage. So I want to say thanks to both of you guys. Appreciate the support, you know, while we're trying to get the channel up and running. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'm actually going to be putting together a lot of stuff on a YouTube channel. I'm going to be recording a bunch of the stuff. I'm also going to be getting some interviews with a few different people. Actually, it looks like I have something on my screen. I don't know what's going on there. Let's see if I can fix that. What is that? I'm going to mulligan this hand now. Keep that. Let's keep that also. I am not sure what that is, folks. I apologize, because I am genuinely trying to figure out what that is. I'm gonna play this just because I think having the elf's gonna be more important. I'm assuming the pellet collector is gonna die here. Weird. Okay, well, we got rid of whatever that was. Sorry about that. The question is, we are not going to pay life. We're just going to put this into play. So now I need to draw a land pretty bad, because there's no way they're letting this elf live. Because it's either dying to the Firebrand or it's dying to a Chain Whirler. I don't think old Froggy Bob's gonna be that nice. Red land? Red land? For the bailout? Alright, well, I guess I gotta take 2. That is not what I want to do here. I'll let you know that for sure. I mean, I'm gonna block, so I mean, if they have the removal, they have the removal, but not much I can do about it. They didn't have the burn spell. That's awesome. This is even better than we could have hoped, because assuming they don't have the burn spell, because they would have attacked, tried to get me to block, kill my Bronodon, I would assume. Oh, weird. Okay. So they just used it on defense instead of offense. Very familiar. Alright. Well then now I need... not that. Now I think we're just dead. Because I'm going to go to 5. Even if I kill this stuff. Unless I just drew land. Well. There's only 3 cards they have left that deal 1 versus... dealing 3. So maybe it's land? Steam can. Doesn't really do anything by itself. I mean, it's only a matter of time until they get something to kill me on at 1, right? Good news is, anything they get that can kill this kills me, except for probably a, I would guess, lava coil. So I can kind of freely attack here. Oh, that's not true. They could get the dude with haste. Ah, he actually did have a lava soil. Alright, I'm dead. Why are you just slow rolling cards? Just kill me. Well, the good news I can say is I don't feel too bad. I think the build is right, or at least close, within a couple of cards. Obviously, I'm goofing around with, like, the Ceratops and stuff. But I think there's a world that if I want to spend at least one of my rares on crafting a Ceratops, and then go back to a 4th Savage Stomp, cut a land, that's probably closer to where we want to be. Got a mulligan this because I can't even begin to cast anything. This is better. And I will keep that for sure. Alright, we're going to get to at least do some attacking this game. Just depends on what type of deck they have. On what we're going to attack with. Alright, they got a Llanowar Elf where we missed, so that's definitely a thing. Next turn, interestingly, we can play Pelt Collector, then Thorn Lieutenant, and then the next turn, either Bronodon or Ripjaw Raptor. OKD, so the second person playing this, but I have yet to see any kick spells that matter. I am thoroughly confused. Though I'm probably going to get hit with something ridiculous here in a second, like a Territorial Allosaur or something. Which, if so, these guys are pretty sweet. You're 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know, you can play anything with Kicker in the set at this point. Okay, not too worried about those. Alright, reasonable. You don't really do anything. No attacks, really. I mean, we're just gonna sit tight here, I guess. I mean, because really, unless I draw... Nope. So then I have to decide if they even want to allow them to get counters. They probably don't. Because then that means I can't block anything. Alright, see what we can do. March of the Multitudes. Yep, we're taking a long time to pass the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because you can just tap these for mana instead. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's either 8 or 9. I mean, that's what I would do if I were them. Assuming that's what they have. I mean, I don't know. They are roping out here, so. Yeah, they might have just been trying to figure out how to use it. Alright, so effectively what this means is I'm dead, right? We block here, block here, block here, take 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then have to draw, yeah. It's definitely clear on our bus then where we're at, right? Yep. That's frustrating. Because we had the answers. I mean, actually, in all reality, it wasn't even just Clarion we needed there, because if we even had a Savage Stomp, I could have used a Stomp on the Pelt Collector to kill the Trostani, and then that would have saved 5, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 life, and then we still would have probably been fine at that point. So, missed on, what's that, 6 cards? 7 cards that we could have drawn? That's a little tough. Definitely cannot keep this hand. It is entirely... Well, scratch that. Hold on. I may keep this. Also, for those of you that don't know, I have the Deck Master option loaded here, so you guys can highlight the different cards. Like, you can highlight my deck, click it, it'll show you the cards that I'm playing, so you're kind of curious what I have left that I can draw, that sort of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Again, just because it's best of one, I'd rather have mana and have an option of playing some stuff. Hope for the best. And I did add more 2-drops, so this isn't the worst. But yeah, if you're ever curious what's going on, like, you can highlight the graveyard, you can highlight the deck, any cards that are in my hand. That way you don't have to wait for me to highlight something. You can just do it yourself, which is pretty cool. So I'm not sure who created that, but is a very cool add-on to have for sure. Oh man. 2-drop something? Not even close. Yep, this is gonna be rough, because against blue-red, you can't really go... I mean, you can, but it's a lot more difficult when you go this many turns and don't have anything. I mean, they're basically just getting free turns to do whatever they want, which is not good. I mean, they let me have the Llanowar Elf, so meh. Probably more of a control build than a Drake build. Which means I'm going to have a few dead cards here. They're likely just living off the fairies or whatever. Which, the reason I'm playing these instead of this is, like, if my stuff's getting countered, I'd rather have the haste creatures later. So I'm trying to do what I can to bait out some of the spell counters along the way. And the problem is they have 3 blue, 4 blue, and 2 red. 3 red. So they're not far from being even able to play a Niv Mizzet, if it were to come to that. Ugh, they had triple ionized. Jeez. Alright, well. I mean, I've drawn nothing but mana since my opening hand, so now it's like, hopefully I just land Carnage Tyrants or something. I don't know what I'm even trying to do here. I mean, I guess this stuff's gonna get beacon bolted now? Nature's Insight. Alright. I mean, the only hope I have really is maybe they play Niv Mizzet here and I get a Savage Stomp. I mean, the unfortunate thing here is if they have a Settle the Wreckage, I kind of have to just walk into it. I don't have much choice. Alright, well. Not the worst. I mean, get them almost low enough that I can sneak past with a Bane Fire. I mean, they can nib Miz at any point. And now they can do it with dive down backup, so these don't kill them. It's hard for them not to have those if that's the build they're playing with this many cards. Alright, Cleansing Nova is what it is. Clarion does nothing. Oh, there's the man. I guess I just try. Pretty sure it's not going to get through, though. It worked. I mean, probably just drew him into another nib visit. Ortagon, what do I normally stream? Right now I've been streaming on the weekends in the evening. However, I took a lot of time off because I was building a new machine and getting a new setup, hence the microphone and other things you see here. And I'm probably going to make it a point to try to get on, would it be like Pacific time, 7 or 8 o'clock, a couple times a week. So I may look at doing a Monday, Wednesday, and possibly Sunday setup for a little bit, and we'll see how that works out. But I'll test it out, you know, because tomorrow's a holiday, technically, you know, it's Christmas Eve, and so is Tuesday. So I may do some streaming on both those days, kind of see what it's like, see what type of crowds are on for the holiday. And, you know, I may just do a couple hours a night for a little while, just to kind of build up a crowd, an audience, and sort of see how it all plays out. Right now, don't really know. Oh, man. Alright, I am at 12. Is there any way we can win this? Because we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so I have enough to do it. But the thing is, we know we're going to take 1 from playing the Clarion. We're going to take 2 from him drawing 2 cards. We're going to take a 3rd one from him playing that. So I need the life gain off the Carnage Tyrant. Alright. I mean, all I can do is give myself a chance. Really wish I would have drawn a Savage Stomp here to kill that guy, but such is life. As my mom used to tell me, people in hell want Ice Water too. So, you know, we just don't all get what we want. Or, as an old guy once told me at the poker table, if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. So, I think it means roughly the same thing. I have no idea. What? Did I not click both options? Oh no! That is the worst. I thought I clicked both halves. Oh, I must have misclicked. Or double clicked. That sucks immensely. Did I not get any of that? What happened? I must have missed it while I was talking. Oh, they ionized it. Duh. Okay. Well, then I for sure can't win. I'm just dead. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy telling dumb stories from the poker table. Man, it's tough. Like, it's more frustrating. I say frustrating. Like, it's more disappointing when you're playing ladder and you know you're 1 card from winning, right? Like, you have like 6 answers in the deck and you just don't get there. Because you know you're not going to get another chance, especially against decks that you know you're... I don't know, I wouldn't say favored, that you at least have a decent game against. Cameron Lab Maniac. Alright. Interestingly, I'm not really running into a lot of the same people at this tier, so I don't know what that means. I know when I was watching other streamers, you'd see some of the same names pop up regularly, but I haven't had that happen yet, so I'm not sure if more people, I guess, over the last few days have reached the higher tiers, potentially. I kind of want a pellet collector first, but let me do this and see if maybe they, like, seal away or something. Nope, they didn't. No, had to syncopate. Serves me right. Oh well. Field of Ruin. Alright. I mean, if I play that, you're just gonna go make me get a mountain. That's okay, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really stop me from doing what I want to do, so I don't really mind too much, I suppose. Let's get this plains. No, gotta get the mountain. Gotta be able to cast a Banefire when the time comes. I mean, this isn't the worst thing, right? Like, because even if my opponent is playing one of those types of decks, it's like 2, 3, 4. I get them to 10. I mean, I assume they're either going to seal away. I mean, they're going to sell the wreckage, or they're going to cleansing Nova. They didn't cleansing Nova, so I have to assume we're on the seal away plan. So then the important thing is here: how much do I want to risk? I think I want to just put the Siege Horn and the Pelt Collector at risk, because Llanowar Elf is, well, it's still a mana, but it can also attack on coming turns for a point or two, which is probably still more important. And I still got a chance at Carnage Tyrant the next turn. Okay, there's Settle the Wreckage, which we knew was a possibility. So we can't be too bothered by that. Yeah, those are fine. Oh! Gotta get used to this being here. This is what happens when you get a new setup. Yeah, there's really nothing else to be done here. I mean, it's possible that's just... Oh, they're actually going to try to play something. Tapping their green, so they're not... Okay, maybe that's a setup for their fog. So I can do this. Give it 12. Oh, that's cool. Gotta admit, didn't see that coming. I don't know what the hell my opponent's doing. That graveyard with that card, I'm like, what's happening? Okay. So... we attack in with Carnage Tyrant and Elf. He blocks the Carnage Tyrant. Takes 1. It's 11. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We are not quite there. Alright. So, other option. We can... Deafening Clarion for 3. So we can trample for 4 to put them at 8, and then on the next turn we'd have 4, 5, 6. Man, that's really close. I think that's the play, but I don't love it. T-minus 2 lands away. Or maybe this guy. I don't think he's gonna stick, but you know, gotta try. And I have enough land, so if they play whatever their crazy finisher is, maybe they have Nezahal or I don't know, one of the big Elder Dragons or something. I am not to gain life anytime soon. Okay, right, you're not the worst. We could at least pump you. If they target you, we can get a card. Or a token. So like this is something. Alright. Worst case scenario, we attack, they settle the wreckage, and then we get a bonus land, and then we're one away. So, or they just play the Eldritch Reborn, and we have to sack it anyway. This is bad because they can't get a Carnage Tyrant soon, so we don't have much time left. Discard something, sure. Okay. We may be in a situation where we have to just Desperation Banefire, hope to draw the other Banefire if we don't get these lands. Alright, one more way. And then that's hoping he doesn't have a way to instant speed gain life, right? Like a Revitalize or something. Because that would just hurt. Alright, I got a Garden Giant. We knew that was a thing.
Hold that thought.
Don't have a Gift of Paradise. Don't have a Gift of Paradise. Come on, land! Like, you put the extra land in here just for situations like this. Oh, come on. Oh, you're kidding. You're kidding. Ugh. Ugh, that hurts so much. Alright, the good news is we're not dead. Oh no! I didn't even think about him having that card. We can't win now.
Keep up the pace.
Oh, I should have just waited. Oh, that's so savage. That card killed me. Oh, wow. If I wouldn't have played a creature. Just goes to show you. Well, I guess it didn't matter. I didn't get the land anyway. Ugh. Man. That's painful. Ah, back down one on gold 4. I think if I can get to 3-3 or get to these 15 wins, I am done. Oh, that hurts so bad. We were so close. Alright. Not fond of my selection of lands, but I will keep this. I also just realized my opponent kept Fielder Ruin that whole time. Oh no, they didn't, because I went and got out of Mountain. Never mind. I remember. Dun, dun, dun. Play this, I guess. That is so funny. Moment of Craving. That is so crazy. Guess my opponent takes a Banefire, right? Yeah, I would. Now let's start drawing creatures. And they saw our hand. Ugh, that's kind of been the rough part of this. I've actually had a hard time drawing creatures even after I added 5 in. Well, to be fair, I added 5 to away 3, so I guess it sort of balances in the end anyway. Well, worst case scenario, we can go land Carnage Tyrant next turn, right? Yeah, sure. What's funny is I needed the Nullhide Feroxes every time I played those and never even found an opponent playing one, which is so silly. Yeah, I mean, let's do it, right? He just played another one, I guess. Ah. That makes sense. Oh, I wanted a dinosaur there so bad. That would have been great. Here we are again. Getting your opponent really low. Sure. Ah. Sure. I think I just need Feroxes for size. I think there were several games I won just because I had a 6-6. The new plan I don't think is cutting it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to win this. Alright, let's go back in. Like, we're seeing more of the decks we can expect to see at this tier, and these cards are not going to cut it. Let's open this up. Alright. Siegehorn, I can't do a full experiment without putting 4 of them in there, so that's just not acceptable. Clarion's such a pain in the butt, because it kind of does what we want, kind of doesn't. I'm just gonna go with 2 Ferox. What do we have over here? Oh, the harpooners and stuff. I forgot about those. No, we're gonna try this. So I'm not gonna lie to you, when you have Feroxes against a Bolus, or you have it against the disinformation campaigns, like 6-6 is too good. I mean, I'm only playing 2, I probably should be playing 4, but I gotta keep it. Let's see where this ends up. At this point, I think if I should get back to gold 3, I should just count my losses and just go. Or my opponent's opting to not do anything. Their hand must have been really close. Maybe they have a hand that's like Llanowar Elf, and doesn't do much after that. Deadweight. Alright. I can respect that. It's really bad for me, but no hate. Deadweight's still a real card. Alright, need to go Ferox, Regisar Alpha. Or nothing. Actually, I guess nothing is an option 2 deck. Ugh. Deep insanity. Fine. I mean, I usually don't mind when I'm sitting on this kind of hand, but like, I don't know, that thing could have probably wrecked me. Alright, first thing that gets a counter. I gotta start trying something though. Though, actually knowing, I probably should have led with Lieutenant. But that's not the worst either, because it ended up playing like another Thief of Sanity. Next turn I can play Lieutenant plus Savage Stomp. So I mean, there's some different options, I guess. Because I definitely don't want to lead a Registrar Alpha into a bunch of spell counters so I can avoid it. Well, that's what we're gonna do. I will accept that. It's not my preferred way of getting through this, but I am okay with it. This definitely is getting a counter. I thought I had one more land. If this... alright. Yep. Ritual set, kills a couple guys. Let me draw another one. That would be awesome. Well, now Ritual set just gets all my guys, but guess I just have to do it. I mean, I could always just have another bolus. Or Crackling Drake, I guess. Man, my opponent's hand damage, I don't know if this is even any good for me. I mean, I'll attack with both things, but I assume he just blocks Carnage Tyrant, which isn't the best for me. The whole reason I keep a card in hand, too, is just to hopefully get him to waste stuff like that. Only when I know I don't need the mana, obviously. Oh, well, this is fantastic. That was right on time, card, because we would have had to discard you. Well, and now that I'm not fooling anybody, I can just go into play. We got there! Boom boom! Well-timed Lava Coil. No, I say that. You could Niv Mizzet. No, you would do it. Oh, if that's what you're doing, game's over. One of the other guys I contemplated playing too was the like the Golgari Raiders, I think it is. It costs 3 colorless and a green. It's star equals comes into play with +1/+1 counters equal to number of creatures in your yard. If I didn't have so many 4-cost things, I'd probably play that. Or, I guess, if I was playing more mana creatures early, to kind of guarantee I wouldn't have so many mana problems. Oh, an opposing dinosaur deck. Alright. This will be fun. Probably bad for me, because I'm not built for the mirror, for sure. Ranging Raptors. Sweet. I actually have a version that had some Ranging Raptors in it. Alright, so... go ahead and get some bigger creatures out. They'll just have to get some mana from the Raptors. Oh, they didn't block. Why would you not block? I mean, I guess they want to Savage Stomp and kill him. Oh, well, this is going to be bad for my opponent. Because he is playing just straight up dinosaurs. Like, or they, I should say. Okay, so let's just do this. I mean, get both those guys off the table. Because I have no clue what's going on here. I'm just going to play that. And play that. I mean, they can play Carnage Tyrant or whatever at this point, I guess. I mean, much respect that somebody has found a way to play for real, like, truly tribal dinosaurs up to gold tier. Like, not even exaggerating, being 100% serious. Like, that's pretty cool. I mean, do I attack with everything? I mean, he's only at 10. If I do that, he blocks there. They take 4, 5, 6. And then... yeah, but then they'd have a 6/6. But he'd have 3 damage on it. I would deal 3, that would die. I'd get a card, I'd play Carnage Tyrant next turn. Yeah, I guess I attack with everything. Kind of a weird situation. Like I said, I am not built for the mirror. Was not planning on any of this happening. Oh, sexy. He did not do at all what I wanted him to do. What is it? Deals 1 damage each up to 2 dark creatures. Alright, well. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana left. Let's just kill that guy, because he's going to get a bit out of control. And then I get my choice of either Carnage Tyrant or Nullhide Ferox. Oh, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, just hit my opponent for 5. Well, Vengeance turned out to be nearly as interesting as I thought it was going to be. So, credit to my opponent. I hadn't thought about building it that way. With just dealing 1 damage to some stuff. And it's funny because that actually works against like some of the mono red builds. It works against the Boros aggro stuff. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna put some thought into that. That's an interesting play, especially for ladder. I could see how that could have snuck past a few other decks. This is the thing, like ladder, especially in best of 1, like you have to build either completely differently, or you do one of those things where like you're good against 5 or 6 big decks, you're bad against 2 or 3, and each time you play those, you just concede, just get to the next game to save time. Like, and then you're just maximizing time to climb. This was kind of a questionable keep now that I'm looking at it. Who knows? If I draw another green land, then I guess it doesn't matter totally. I mean, I could have drawn a lieutenant there too. That would have been fine. Alright, deck. Don't fail me. Let's make some things happen here. Well, you're a turn late, lieutenant. Though maybe my opponent will be so kind as to settle the wreckage for me. Not like that, they won't. Seal away? No? Alright, well. I was hoping I could interest you in some seal away action. And you're tapped. And just seal away the pelt collector. Oh, just. Ah, that's funny. Storm Lieutenant doesn't die to Justice Strike. Cute. Actually, I guess I have a few creatures that don't.
I am not going to sit this one out. You know what? I'm not done yet.
Alright. I'm not even gonna bother. Missed 2 lands, then missed the next couple, so. So it looks like when you get to the bottom of a tier, or bottom of a step in the tier, you have to lose twice to drop back down. But the rest of the way, it's just +1 and -1 for wins or losses. Mulligan hats. I guess gotta keep this one. Hey, there wasn't a dead weight. Alright, well, we're just gonna get in there. Because what else are we gonna do? And then I'll just play a whole pile of things that'll die to a Ritualist. Hopefully a 4 or 5 mana guy shows up next turn. Otherwise it's gonna hurt a whole lot. Okay, Lantern. Cute. I think attack with those. Play Lantern side or play Raptor. Okay. So the play here is just to attack, only with those 2. Then we can use this to get rid of that. Because I have no clue what they're using all that mana on, but they're trying to have different colors and they're playing just black. So let's just leave them with swamps for the time being. So that seems smart. Then let's play Ripjar Raptor. So if they do actually play something like Ritual of Soot, we don't lose everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd actually be able to pump the Thorn Lieutenant. Alright. I'm about that. I mean, because really. Alright, then let's pump this one. It may turn out that that chromatic lantern was a good play. Yep, here's another one. Golden Demise. Oh, I want a Pelt Collector on the table so bad, but feel like putting my opponent at 1 is probably the right play. Maybe that's it. Maybe my opponent didn't really have a play, so they were okay just getting rid of the elf, knowing they were going to go to 1. Alright, Mastermind's Acquisition to get anything that would kill the Thorn Lieutenant. Not true. They could get the thing that is a -2/-2. No, but then I just pump, right? So, do I just get this? Yep. Alright, so what would they play? What would they need the other colors for? Alright, I'm just gonna see. I have a feeling it's like Cleansing Nova or something. Maybe another Golden Demise. I don't know. So you tapped 3 to get 4? Alright, so you got 4 black mana. No, bad play on my part. Could have killed him. Wasn't sure what they were playing though. Alright, well we're still not bad off yet. If they have a couple of -2, gain 2 life, they're still in this. Oh man, I know what I need to draw. Oh, not bad. Bad. Real bad. No attacks. Alright. Well, the good news is my opponent doesn't have a lot. I mean, they can get 2 spells here. That doesn't do much of anything. My outs are still effectively the same cards. Oh no, are we gonna do this now? Ugh. So I'm effectively looking for Banefires. Carnage Tyrant isn't even really good enough here.
Well chosen.
You can have a land. Why not? So many cards I'm looking for. Grab all those you want, buddy. Oh man, now Bronodons are live. You were not a Bronodon. Man, I guess I play it just to keep my opponent from targeting me with it. Yeah, exactly. Like, why not? I mean, attack with both of them, then I have to block, and I just die. Like,
Evil
what are
cannot
you doing?
withstand a righteous arm.
Then you put me down to just Bane fires, really, right? Not a Bane fire. Next card, Bane fire boss. Sure. Ugh, man. Ugh, that was 3 of my last 5 were just lands. Good game. I needed a burn spell. Alright. Still stuck on that one win to get to the 15 and get that last pack for the week. Booker. Funny how many people actually prefer having Jason to Fairy. Like, a lot of people like the blue Planeswalkers, even when they're not playing blue. Ooh. Alright, I'll keep an hope for the best. Yeah, like I can stay on top. At least I'll have something to play when we get there. On 2, get something on 3. Fortunately, which looks like the type of deck they're playing, that won't hurt me too much. I mean, even if they play something like Amara here or something, I'd be okay trading the Pelt Collector. However, it doesn't look like I'll have to, so I'll actually get a 3/3 Pelt Collector by the time the next concerning thing shows up. Now that being said, I will say, playing against all these different decks on this ladder, as much as that looks like it's a... Okay, so it probably is a token deck. I was going to say, there's a lot of times it looks like it, and it is not. So, I've already learned not to take that stuff for granted. Alright, so you're making guys here. I mean, I have a lava coil, so we can get something out of the way and keep attacking. And I guess I play another History of Benalia. Oh, that's great for us, actually. Oh, that's even better. How do we want to do this? So I can use... Question is, do I even want to just pump the Pelt Collector? Oh, I can't if I do it that way, though. So I'd have to pump Ripjaw Raptor to fight... Let's go ahead and just fight the big guy. And then just say, I legitimately don't care if your guys get pumped next turn. And then just finish the game. Exactly, right? 3, 6, 5, 11, yeah. Wow, so turn 5 against tokens. That doesn't happen too often. Stitcher supplier. I think I needed one of those. Alright, let's hop in here and open up this pack. Oh, that's always awesome. Anytime you can get a rare wild card, that's great. Because almost everybody, I think, ends up with obviously enough commons, enough uncommons. Usually enough mythics. Sometimes you might be one short, two short. But almost everybody gets what we call rare gated, where you're just kind of stuck waiting on rares without spinning a little bit. So that's cool, actually. Especially as we're starting to set up for the next set, because I'm probably going to spend the majority of my gold on just booster packs. So between now and the next, I guess, 3 or 4 weeks when the set releases on Arena, I'm probably going to end up just... By then, we'll probably be at 50,000, maybe 56,000 gold. I mean, if you get a box worth of packs, that's 36 boosters. You'll probably complete, what are these, 7 steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you complete, you get 3 rares, then a mythic. So complete 3 with 36. So that's 21. 28, so you'll probably get 5 rares plus the 3 I already have, so that's 8 plus whatever I open. So that should put me real close to building whatever deck I want to build. Plus I'll get a couple of mythics along the way, so that's not too bad. Yeah, so I think I may have to call it for the night. That was a lot to get from gold 4 to gold 3. So we played, what was that, close to a little over 3 hours. Actually about 2.5 hours. And, well, yeah, almost 2.5. And that was almost 1 complete step on the ladder. Actually, no, I was at 4-2 or 4-3, and we got to 3-1. So, in gold. That's a lot. So I'm going to try to get on and we'll play some tomorrow, probably tomorrow afternoon. I guess it'll be about somewhere between 4 and 5 o'clock Pacific time. And see if we can go out and knock out gold 3, and then we'll see if we can get to gold 2. See what's happening there. I'm also going to put some thought into what the deck looks like right now. And maybe if nothing else, I need another mana sink of some variety. But I feel like it's real close. Most of the matches we lost, except for against the Fog deck. I think we had a lot of outs on multiple turns. And I think one of the Golgari matchups ended up pretty bad. We drew poorly on that one. But most of the others, even when we lost, I felt like, okay, we're just like, if I just had a Banefire, if I just had a Savage Stomp, if I just had a Deafening Clarion, you know. So we had several outs to get there. So, not too bad. Overall, it was pretty good. But, yeah, for now, I think that's going to do it. So, wherever you are, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully this will become a regular thing, and we will see all of you tomorrow.